Hey guys, it's Evan here from OnlineSeductionSecrets.com, and today I want to talk to you about the biggest mistake that men make when writing an online dating profile. I see this over and over again. I get hundreds of emails from guys saying, "Hey, would you check out my profile, take a look at it?" And inevitably, when I click over to their profile and start reading, it's always the same mistake over and over again. And so I wanted to make this little video for you and give you this little piece of advice so you could avoid this mistake and start getting more results with your online dating profile and actually have women read it and feel something in their profile and message you before you even get a chance to message them. When you write your profile in the way that I'm going to show you right now, um, women are going to feel compelled to message you and actually chase you, and that's what you want out of an online dating program, and that's what you want out of your online dating profile. So here it is, the biggest mistake that men make when writing their online dating profile. It's speaking to the logical part of a woman's mind. Um, Most guys write their online dating profile like a resume. It's very factual and very logical. And as a result, women don't feel anything when they read it. You must speak to the emotional part of her brain. Women are extremely intuitive and emotional creatures. If you ever heard a group of women talking, they're always speaking in feelings. Men tend to talk uh, about objects and about things. Like we'll sit in front of the tube and we'll talk about the game that's on, and we'll talk about statistics, sports statistics, and things like that. Very factually based things. Women, they're always talking about, oh, how did it feel when you went on vacation? How did it feel when, how are you feeling since you broke up with, your ex-boyfriend, whatever. So that's just the way women prefer to communicate. Men prefer to communicate in a more logical manner. Um, but you got to understand, when you're writing your online dating profile or when you're on a date with a woman, you've got to be connecting with her emotionally. You don't want to be connecting with her logically. Most guys, they write their profile and it's like they're trying to convince a woman that he's um, he's a desirable mate by listing a bunch of facts. That's just not going to speak to anything inside of a woman. So you got to speak to her emotionally. So I'm going to give you a few examples of this. Instead of saying something like, I'm a firefighter from Boston who likes baseball, which was an actual profile that a guy sent me, um, you dress it up a little bit more descriptively and you'd add feelings. So you'd say something like, I'm a normal guy who enjoys relaxing and catching a Sox game at Fenway Park whenever I get some downtime. I somehow decided it would be a good idea to run into burning buildings for a living, but knowing that I'm making a real difference in the world is one of the most important things in my life. Not to mention, it feels exhilarating. So you've essentially said the exact same thing here, which is that you like the Red Sox and that you're a firefighter in Boston, but not once in this example have I mentioned that I live in Boston, right? Um, I just said I enjoy relaxing, catching a Sox game at Fenway Park. It doesn't list the facts. It activates her imagination. She has to kind of assume that you live in Boston, and most likely she would if you're also in Boston, online dating. And you don't actually say that you're a firefighter. You just describe your job and get her to visualize, oh, you're running into a burning building. This says a lot about you. You don't have to come out and say, I'm brave and I'm courageous and I like putting my life on the line and I'm adventurous. Just this one little paragraph, this one little sentence says way more about you than just listing off a bunch of qualities or facts. Um, so that's pretty much it. Good luck. I mean, Stop writing things factually and start writing things emotionally, and your results with your online dating profile will be um, remarkably better. And you're going to notice that if you write your profile in this way, you're going to start getting more messages and more responses to your messages than if you had a more logical and factual based profile. So if you like this video, I encourage you to click the link right below and head on over to my blog and sign up for my free online dating course about how to pick up women online. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video.